Welcome back to our channel, Time to Travel. Today, we have an exciting topic that many of you have been asking for. We're diving into the top 10 best cities for living, where quality of life meets urban bliss. So, whether you're dreaming of a new adventure or considering a relocation, this video is your ultimate guide to finding the perfect city. From breathtaking landscapes to thriving economies, we've carefully curated a list of the top 10 cities that offer the best of both worlds. Get ready to explore the most livable cities that will make you fall in love at first sight. Let's jump right in. Number 10, Melbourne, Australia. Overall rating, out of 100, 95.1 stability, 95 healthcare, 83.3 culture and amp. Environment, 98.6 education, 100 infrastructure, 100 Melbourne, the only surviving top 10 entry from Oceania, fell 2 spots from the previous year, having holding the top spot for an earlier run of 7 years, although it continues to be among the greatest places to live in the entire world. Families should consider moving here because of the excellent education and infrastructure, but the city's culture and free-spirited attitude continue to draw visitors to its streets filled with sunlight. Number 9, Osaka, Japan. Overall rating, 95.1 stability, 100 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 83.1 education, 100 infrastructure, 96.4. Japan's third city, a megametropolis and one of the safest places to live in, receives full marks for stability, healthcare, and education. It is the only entry from Asia in the top 10. One of Japan's most liberal cities, offering a view beyond the country's typical conservatism, its neon-lit streets are also the location of some of the country's best cuisine. Eat till you're stuffed, or as the Japanese would say, kideor. Number 8, Amsterdam. Netherlands. Overall rating, 95.3 stability, 90 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 97.2 education, 91.7 infrastructure, 96.4. Our first trip in Europe finds us floating through Amsterdam's canals, past ramshackle homes and cobblestone alleys, into an area that has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site for more than 10 years. Why is clear to see. The 9th finest city to call home in the world includes a world-class healthcare system, an astonishing range of cultural events, and everything from sex museums and coffee shops with marijuana in them to world-class museums filled with Van Gogh. Number 7, Toronto. Canada. Overall rating, 95.4 stability, 95 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 95.4 education, 100 infrastructure, 89.3. In Toronto, the largest city in Canada, where education and healthcare are justly recognized for their quality, we make our first journey into North America. Beyond this, the city's incredibly diverse population is what makes it stand out. Together, its foods, languages, activities, and customs create a heady, cultured, and inviting atmosphere that makes it an obvious choice for relocation. Number 6, Frankfurt. Germany. Overall rating, 95.7 stability, 90 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 96.3 education, 91.7 infrastructure, 100. The financial center of Germany has advanced 32 positions from the index of the previous year, landing in 7th place in 2022. Frankfurt am. Given that this is Germany, great healthcare and infrastructure in Maine should come as no surprise, as should the city's expanding expat population attracted by high-paying employment in the finance industry, also known as Manhattan, for its collection of steel, concrete, and glass towers. Number 5, Geneva. Switzerland. Overall rating, 95.9 stability, 95 healthcare, 100 culture and amp, environment, 94.9 education, 91.7 infrastructure, 96. For the first entry from Switzerland, Geneva, is at number 6 and is just a short hop south of the border. Geneva is as international a city as they come. It is home to the World Trade Organization, World Health Organization, International Committee of the Red Cross, and the second largest branches of the United Nations and World Bank, among many others. Geneva is perched on the edges of Central Europe's largest, and one of its most spectacular, lakes. Even Switzerland's exorbitant pricing don't stop foreign tourists from thronging its streets, scoring in the 90s across the board. If you know who to ask, there's even a vibrant counterculture to balance all the big commerce. Number 4, Vancouver. Overall rating, 96.1 stability, 90 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 100 education, 100 infrastructure, 92.9. Our next stop in Canada is Vancouver, which is located on the west coast and is home to a number of stunning natural attractions. Vancouver is Canada's dining center, packing the best delicacies from around the globe into its surprisingly small metropolitan sprawl. It is known for the liberal, easygoing, yet energetic lifestyle of its cosmopolitan residents. Similar to Toronto, it receives high grades for healthcare and education while also adding culture and environment as a result of its mountainous and oceanic neighbors, as well as a plethora of amazing attractions and events. Number 3, Calgary. Canada overall rating, 96.3 stability, 95 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 90 education, 100 infrastructure, 100. A second Canadian hotspot is tied for third. In one of the hipster pubs or coffee shops in Calgary, Alberta, you can smell the snow while sipping slow-roasted coffee because it is so close to the Rockies. Because of its excellent infrastructure, Calgary is regarded for being a place where people can easily survive. Another intoxicating blend of indoor and outdoor living, near to the magnificent Lake Louise and Banff National Park. Calgary has a sizable international presence thanks to its past and present hosting of the Calgary Stampede and the election of North America's first Muslim mayor, even if it might not be the first place that springs to mind when considering a relocation. Number 2, Copenhagen. Denmark overall rating, 98 stability, 100 healthcare, 95.8 culture and environment, 95.4 education, 100 infrastructure, 100. As we are now firmly established in Europe, Copenhagen, Denmark, which is renowned for its top-rated restaurants, Geranium is currently ranked number 1, the friendliness of its citizens, and its extremely bike-friendly culture, takes second place. Although it has a well-deserved reputation for being pricey, it also has enough to offer for all budgets, whether it's visiting Tivoli Gardens, vintage attractions, or going off the grid in Christiania, a hippie neighborhood that operates according to its own set of rules inside the city borders. The advantages of Denmark's traditionally superior healthcare, education, and political stability only serve to increase its appeal. Number 1, Vienna. Austria overall rating, 99.1 stability, 100 healthcare, 100 culture and environment, 96.3 education, 100 infrastructure, 100. Vienna, which previously held the title of the most livable city in both 2018 and 2019, has reclaimed the top spot after a brief absence from the top 10 due to COVID-related restrictions during the pandemic. Vienna is the most livable city in the world, earning perfect scores in all but one area. It is a key figure on the international cultural scene, with modern and classical artists and musicians pouring out of galleries, theaters, and opera houses, among its Baroque streets and highly historic and atmospheric palaces and gardens. Additionally, it has a thriving culinary scene that combines some of the best foods from across the globe with locally produced specialties.